He's known as the most influential director in the industry and one of the wealthiest filmmakers in the world. Steven Spielberg is undoubtedly the king of the blockbuster. Spielberg has countless big-grossing, critically acclaimed credits to his name as producer, director, and writer. Spielberg's first major directorial effort was 1974's The Sugarland Express with Goldie Hawn, marking him as a rising star. But it was his next effort in 1975 that set him on the path of international stardom, Jaws. The shark movie had audiences terrified to go back into the water and started the trend of the summer blockbuster. Spielberg's films have touched several genres during a glittering career that has spanned over 4 decades. Often centering on children in trouble, his early sci-fi and adventure films were seen as the template for the modern Hollywood box office sensation. From Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and E.T., to Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, and Saving Private Ryan, Spielberg has had a hand in almost every memorable movie over the past 40 years, and to date, the unadjusted gross of all Spielberg-directed films exceeds $8.5 billion worldwide. But with around 40 years dedicated to filmmaking, Spielberg has found a new passion. The Shoah Foundation, Institute for Visual History and Education, is a project initiated by Spielberg, with more than 50,000 video interviews with Holocaust survivors and witnesses, and he has found the experience life-changing.
I was so, involved in filmmaking all my life that I never really had a cause, so to speak, that I could believe in and support and, devote so much of my life to. And when this came along, that's when I say it changed my life. I found my soul.
In the mid-90s, Spielberg helped found the production company DreamWorks, which has been responsible for many box office successes. In terms of casting and production itself, Spielberg has a liking for working with actors and production members from his previous films, including Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, and Harrison Ford. Forbes magazine places Spielberg's personal net worth at $3 billion. In 2006, Premiere listed him as the most powerful and influential figure in the motion picture industry, and he earned a place in Time magazine's 100 Most Important People of the Century. In 2004, Spielberg received the French Legion of Honor from French President Jacques Chirac. Schindler's List, based on the true story of Oskar Schindler, who saved over 1,000 Jews from the Auschwitz concentration camp, is considered Spielberg's finest work. The critically acclaimed movie won him his first Best Director Oscar, and Spielberg continues to honor and preserve the memories of Holocaust survivors.
The largest epidemic that is creating a global crisis right now is the epidemic of hate. And whatever we can do, and I commend your efforts in what you're doing about anti-Semitism that is occurring here in France, and I commend you for that, but we have to be vigilant because we have to, I try this through my own films. We have to work very, very hard in order to make people understand that it's the differences that we need to celebrate, not condemn. And sometimes the minorities, who are the most different from the majority, have the most to contribute to a society. And we need to protect the minorities all over the world, all the time.
There has been no other director who has been more successful at the box office. Steven Spielberg has bridged the gap between popular and critical success, cementing his place in movie history.